Hello, welcome back to Tarot by Lodestone Productions, where we help you discover your true north. I am Aditi, and this is a message for whenever this message reaches you, because Spirit is not bound to our time and space continuum, and so the only time by which we tell time is divine time. Dig what I'm saying? So let's check our spiritual voicemail and see what's what. Shall we? Do let's. Here we go. First up, 10 of Cups, followed by the King of Cups, followed by the 3 of Pentacles, and the 5 of Swords. Just like clockwork. Hello, welcome back, pretty king. All right. So the goal is happiness. Long-term, long-standing happiness. You know, hard fought, hard won, well earned, you know? It's there's much to be celebrated, but it's not just celebrated here, you know, 3D side, right? This is the relief that comes with healing these long-term wounds and uncovering family secrets, and then moving forward after that, right? With some actual healing and happiness, forgiveness and compassion. Also, I'm hearing accountability, right? Knight of Cups, the King of Cups, he's the seducer, but this is about having control over your emotional content, okay? Letting all of that energy work for you instead of you just being a victim to your own emotions, right? For people who tend to fly off the handle and they'll just say, well, that's just who I am. That's not who you are. Who you are is unhealed, sir and or ma'am. Come on. You're supposed to be an adult. Being an adult means you need to know yourself. And in knowing yourself, you also know how to work with yourself, yeah? So like the King of Cups knows how to do that and is actually lending his expertise in this pursuit of this 10 of Cups. 3 of Pentacles right behind that. And this is works, okay? Coming together with others to build something that is greater than yourselves individually. This is a group class project. The difference is everyone is doing their part. You don't say. Yeah, everyone is doing their part. Okay? And then you've got the 5 of Swords right behind it with defeats. The 5 of Swords talks about the empty victory. You really want to give someone the what for, right? And you really just lay them out. Come to find out this person doesn't respect your opinion, is not listening to anything that you say. And so you might feel good, you know, in the immediate about doing something the way that you wanted to do it, but the ramifications of that you were expecting don't materialize. Okay. All right. This also goes along with that emotional maturity that the King of Cups has. When you're in this 5 of Swords energy and you're just spewing things for the sake of the spewage, and it's like a sign of growth. Yeah, a sign of growth. Okay. Prince of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, the Moon, and the Eight of Pentacles. Let's make sure everything is in here like it should be, and it is. Great. All right. So story time. Here lately, I've really been put off by the noise of the internet. Yeah. The noise of the internet. These overly sensationalized news stories, this celebrity gossip that is being packaged as real news, the influencers, the self-appointed subject matter experts. And yeah, I understand that I am in that same realm. I mean, I'm here on the internet and I'm reading tarot for all 715 of you today, right? I know. And I know that when I'm putting these out, it's adding to this noise that I'm finding myself becoming more and more disinterested in, right? But there's a much bigger picture here. And while I'm sitting here, interpreting the messages that the cards pull out, because I am guided to do so. I am doing what is required of me today, right? Because I know that there's something larger here. So while in this Five of Swords, which could also be another representation of the noise of the internet, but while in this Five of Swords energy and having, for example, these opinions strongly held, right? And throwing them out there, and you should do this and you should do that, and I'll tell you what, and solving problems with a meme or two. But even with that energy, because all of that energy can't just sit unused, there's a bigger picture here. Prince of Cups is here as the filmmaker, seeing the bigger picture. Now, when the filmmaker sees something, the filmmaker is looking at an idealized version of a situation or of a problem, right? And we are looking at all of the best case scenarios possible to see that to the end, right? Even if you do feel small, you're still collaborating with others, collective. You're still collaborating with others. And even though you think that what it is that you have to contribute may be fruitless, pointless, right? There's something bigger happening that is beyond your scope. There's the change or the shift in the air. It's coming along with it, right? This Wheel of Fortune. This is like you ever see those grinders that take whole grains and grind them into a powder, and it's two stone wheels, and it's just crushing along, right? Just making waves and making flour. The Wheel of Fortune is very much like that. It is in constant motion. Constant motion. Oh, thank you, Spirit. Jeez, hand been itching all day. It's been in constant motion, right? And there are times in our lives when we are on the dark side of the Wheel of Fortune. And even though it is constantly moving, it is not a vast wheel. It's not fast at all. It's the reason why Ferris wheels don't have seat belts. They're really not that fast. You sit in them and you chill and you enjoy the space, you enjoy the view, and then you come back around, right? So there are times when your gondola is down at the bottom and you're right there at street level with all of the dirt and all of the people and all of the trash and all of the hullabaloo that goes along with being at a fair, right? But then there are those other times when you are a little bit higher than that, and then you find yourself up at the very top and you can see the whole city, not just the whole fair. You can see the whole city from where you are. This Wheel of Fortune is very much like that. Like, you get those days where stuff is not going your way and stuff doesn't go your way for an extended period of time, And then there are the other times when, like, shit's gravy. The air is clear and the birds are flying past you, talking about, what's up, player? And kind of going on about their business. Like, it's all a cycle. Because each of us is scheduled to receive their time in the sun and also to receive their time of learning. You see what I did there? Yeah. So, like with the moon, you never know when that's going to be. It's that not knowing that brings us to these types of channels. It's that not knowing that takes us to go seek a closer relationship with Source. And the only thing that we should be focused on, especially when the moon is here, there are going to be a lot of mysteries surrounding one's spiritual walk. I don't care what path you take. But your path is your path and you walk it. And you walk it in spirit and in truth. Okay? There are some people that are out there that are using magic for some fucked up shit. You got alligators over here. You got dogs over here. All this unseen stuff in the sewer water. And it's only through the manhole that you can see the light. And even the ladder from the manhole, I don't even know if you can see it from where you are, but even that ladder is broken. Like, there are so many other things going on in this moon card, and 99% of it is hidden in the shadows. But you've got that light from the moon letting you know that you can put your next foot here. Communicating with sources like that. You get what you get on a need-to-know basis, and you're certainly not going to get anything that's above your pay grade. And so you keep stepping with the Eight of Pentacles. Because there are mysteries, again, mysteries that need to be revealed. There are things about yourself that you need to discover. There's an inner strength and resolve that you are being called to tap into. But in order for you to do that, you've got to be consistent. Come on, Spirit. You've got to be consistent. The Mage and or Magician. Princess of Discs or Page of Pentacles. The Hanged Man. And the Four of Wands. You've got to be consistent. So with the Magician here, you've got everything that you need. So you know what time it is. Time for some action. Time for some action. Yeah. You know what? Every magician, they got to do something in order for the trick to do something. Right? You can't just, set up the smoke and mirrors and then just stand there and wait for the trick to materialize. No. There has to be action at the hands of the magician in order for the illusion to find its way to completion, right? Same thing with us. You got everything that you need. You got your assistant, you got your sword, you got your special box, and you got all your little trapdoors. Everything is set up, right? Everything. Now, you got an audience, you got your tools. What you gonna do? How you gonna work this out? It's time for you to shake something. So shake something. Princess of Discs, IE, Page of Pentacles. This is the getting down and dirty, right? Getting to the meat and bones of a thing. Let me go ahead and go through this stuff with a fine-tooth comb, do the stuff that no one else wants to do because she knows how important these small details are. And they are. She is doing the best she can to set all of these children up for the future. And she's pleased with the work that she's done. If you notice, she's sitting here, she's got the finger paints and whatnot, and her shirt's all dirty, and she's in it. Okay. She's in it, And so there's that willingness to do the work. There's this willingness to roll your sleeves up and get up in there and do the things that you need to do. Because with the Hangman here, you already know that the position that you're in is the position that you're in because of the choices that you made and seen. You don't want to keep doing this stupid shit no more. You don't want to keep running around in circles. You don't want to keep finding yourself in this Five of Swords energy because it's not beneficial for you. Staying here being mad and loud for what? Nobody's paying you to be mad and loud. And also the money for being loud and mad has dried up. Society is over that shit. The universe is over that shit. The planets are over that shit. And because of that, now it's time to start doing something different. Hey, look, we here. And you know what? It's okay. It's all right. So once we relax into this and take this pause and take this time to redirect and do something different, then let's do that. Because with the Four of Wands, there's a new sheriff in town. Rules. We got some rules around here. Second shelf is mine. It's where I keep my Yoo-Hoos and my double thick Oreo cookies. Nobody touches the second shelf but me. Baseline shit. And a new baseline is being set with the Four of Wands. Rounding us out, we've got the Five of Cups, Six of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, and Nine of Cups. All right. So with those rules and that new baseline, take one last look. Okay? Take one last look at what was with the Five of Cups. It was great until the cups started breaking. That Three of Cups was fantastic. Fan-frickin-tastic. Then that Four rolled in and you got way too comfortable with the party. And then the Five is like, hey, listen, they turn it on the house lights and you're looking down and you know that the floor is sweaty and it's gross. And oh my God, what is that? I don't want to know. I don't want to know. It looks like food. It looks like a drink. It looks like it could have been a food. And I don't want to put my foot in that. Five of Cups. Okay. So worried about what was and hyper focused, not even hyper focused, just so focused on what was. Baby, the party was 3 days ago. Okay? You can't even eat the cheese that was left. You've already had the hangover and the coffee after the fact. The party is done. Now, it's time to take off that dress that is 2 sizes too small and those shoes that hurt real bad, right? Get the feeling back in your feet and move forward, because there's a 2 of cups here and one of them is in really good condition. See these other 3 cups that were over there? They're like turned over and broken, and it's just not worth hanging on to. Take the memories with you and not much else, and let's move forward, because you've got some victory to come into with the 6 of Wands. Victory, baby. You've done a lot of work here. Okay? You've had some epiphanies. You've tapped into some raw power. You realize that what you really want is actually attainable. How about that shit? It's actually attainable, right? As long as you stay consistent and do the dirty work and understand that the choices that you've made are the choices that you've made, and where you are is no one's fault but your own. If you're going to place blame on anybody or anything, you've got to take accountability for your own actions, and you have done that. And because of that, you've laid down a new foundation, walked away from the past, and the future is looking real freaking bright. Real bright with that six of Wands. This is your victory lap. So this here's the victory lap. Now I'm leaving. It's how you bring me back. After the years of 16s at 1.2, now it's 2.5 and I'm only doing 2. The 10 of Pentacles and the 9 of Cups. Not only have we got long-term happiness, we've got long-term stability. Who don't want that? Who's against that? I know I'm not. Like, yeah, give me the long money, please and thank you. So I don't have to worry about if my kids are going to make it, if my children are going to be okay. This is about knowing that your children are going to be okay. And if you don't have children, this is literally a display of diamond rings. What? It's a display of diamond rings on a storefront. There's diamonds everywhere in this card. I never noticed that. But that in and of itself is a big deal, right? Because, you know, diamonds are forever. Also, this is thanks to De Beers and their marketing campaign, the symbol of stability. You want somebody to know that you're serious, you give them a diamond. That was the whole point, trying to get these nuclear families together. Seal it with a rock. And now you've got diamonds all through here. Hold on. Let's see what the book has to say about this. I'm intrigued. Cups, Wands. Swords, Pentacles. Okay, I thought so for this card. All right, so this is what the artist said about this particular card. For this card, I tried to compose a semi-cubist sort of walkthrough New York's Diamond Exchange. This is a 1-block stretch of 47th Street in Manhattan that is like a bazaar out of another time. A very strange experience to pass through. There are 4 giant lighted pylons that border the district, and declare clearly that there is only one business on this block. There are only two reasons to enter that space. Are you looking to buy or sell? Wow. Wow. All right. So yeah, long-term money. But that also means that with the long-term money, the other things that go along with that. Are you ready for that? And then you've got the Nine of Cups to round us out. This is wish fulfillment, right? This is a good place to be. You've got the gorgeous sunset, and you've got the picnic, you've got the red Solo cups, you know, and hot dogs and stuff. Like this leans towards a happy point in one's life. You know, even with the Nine Cups being stacked up like that, this is about, I see that, and I see how to like concentrate what it is that you have. Again, talking about that consistency, being grateful for the small things, you know, being thankful that you have the capacity to wake up in the morning. For those of you that are gainfully employed, being thankful that you are gainfully employed. Not necessarily being here begging to have a job or nothing like that, but just happy that you have something to do with your time that actually brings income into your home, right? But this is about taking care of the small things so that they do start to compound and turn into something great. Again, that consistency, you know. All in all, this is looking pretty doggone positive. Heck yeah. All right, thank you for taking time to hang out with me today. And until we meet again, remember to be good to yourselves and to each other. I will see you next time. Bye now.